This is video 2 of 2 on linear recurrence relations. So example 2. A patient is injected with 156 millilitres of a drug. Every 8 hours, 22% of the drug passes out of his bloodstream. To compensate, a further 25 millilitres dose is given every 8 hours. Part A asks us to find the recurrence relation for the amount of drug in his bloodstream, and Part B calculate the amount of drug remaining after 24 hours. So let's look at Part A first. We need to find the recurrence relation for the amount of drug in his bloodstream. So firstly, when I'm looking at this question, I can see that he's injected with 156 millilitres of the drug initially. So that means my initial value, U0, is equal to 156. Now, I'm trying to set up a recurrence relation. So I know that my recurrence relation is going to be of the form UN plus 1 equal to A times UN plus B. So UN plus 1 here is going to be equal to, now if I look at the question, it says 22% of the drug passes out of his bloodstream. So that means if 22% is passing out of his bloodstream, then there's 78% left in his bloodstream. So 78% as a decimal is 0.78, and we're multiplying that by UN. Now, it then says to compensate, a further 25 millilitre dose is given every 8 hours. So that means that there's another 25 millilitres is being injected into the patient's bloodstream. So that is being added on every 8 hours. So our recurrence relation is UN plus 1 equals 0.78 multiplied by UN plus 25. Now, part B, calculate the amount of drug remaining after 24 hours. Now, you'll notice here that obviously we're calculating what's remaining after 24 hours, but you'll notice that the question talks about every 8 hours. So this recurrence relation here that we have set up is modelling the behaviour of the drug every 8 hours. So U1 will be after 8 hours, U2 would then be after 16 hours, and U3 would then be after 24 hours. So you really need to be reading the questions quite carefully here to make sure that you're calculating the correct term in the sequence. So U1 firstly is equal to 0.78 multiplied by U0, which is 156, plus 25, and that's equal to 146.68 millilitres. Like I said earlier, that's after 8 hours. That's what's remaining in the patient's bloodstream. U2 is 0.78 multiplied by U1, which was 146.68, plus 25, and that is equal to 139.4104, and that is the amount of the drug remaining in the patient's bloodstream after 16 hours. U3 then is 0.78 multiplied by U2, which is 139.4104 plus 25, and that's equal to 133.740112, and that's the amount of drug remaining after 24 hours, which is our answer. So we'll just summarise that, and we can say there is approximately 133.74 millilitres, and you can see that I've rounded that to 2 decimal places, of the drug remaining after 24 hours. So that is our final answer. Oops, sorry. So it's a good idea, before the screen goes blank like it just did, to copy this down in your notes jotted, folks.